Welcome out to another episode of It's All Been Done Radio Hour. We are in our November 2019 show, and we're kicking off the month with the Universe Journey episode, Family Ties. Before we begin, we want to thank Circle 270 Media, which this podcast is a part of. We want to thank our parent network, It's All Been Done Presents, found at IABDpresents.com. We also want to thank all of our Patreon donors who got us to our $100 goal. We really appreciate it. We recently released the second short story exclusive to Patreon donors. It's a morning show short story from the perspective of President Patricia Anderson. So if you go over to patreon.com/IABD, if you're already a donor, you can read it now. If not, donate $2. You can check it out. Now enjoy this episode of Universe Journey, Family Ties.
This is Universe Journey. It's 2428. The ASS Thrifty has been destroyed. Its crew scattered and given various reassignments. First, the former captain, Commander Richard V. Kahkay, demoted and assigned to Eastwood Station, a job no one else wanted, mostly because the station is near the planet Surreptidia.
Joke's on them. I discovered a stable wormhole to the Echo Dimension near the planet, so now we're super important. And I'm in charge.
Next, there's Kahkay's XO, Commander Tokaladie.
Actually, Captain the Shat is in charge of this area of space. You're just in charge of the station, Commander Kahkay.
Thanks for reminding me, Tokaladie.
You're welcome, sir. Also, a mysterious man named Jay came through the wormhole. I'd like to get to know him.
You do that. Commander Meow Meow, despite hating his own species, the Surreptish, is now the liaison between them and the ASS.
I'm not evil. They are evil.
Ensign Neu is in the science department.
I wonder who my new boss will be, as the ASS has not assigned a chief science officer to the station.
The former science officer, Ensign Teak, accompanied Admiral Jamieson into the Echo Dimension.
I must find my ex-wife, Janice, and stop her from invading our space.
Commander Luna has also been to the Echo Dimension and has returned to lead the Echo Department on Eastwood.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity.
And last, but not least, Colm Foley. The former engineer resigned from the ASS after the death of his wife, which he blames Kahkay for.
Aye, but while I was visiting an old friend, Dr. Who Grappa, I was transported to a primitive planet, where I lived out more than 50 years of life. Then I was mysteriously returned to the exact moment I left, not having physically aged a day. So I'm going through a bit.
Theme song!
Space! We are in you!
We travel far beyond the stars, from Pluto all the way to Mars and beyond, for we go much, much, much further, with lots of enthusiastic fervor. Our mission is never ending, like Facebook will be ever friending. Join us every month on our journey, though you may want an attorney, for we won't be held liable for your claims. And if you ask us again, we'll say the same.
Tonight's episode, Family Ties. We begin in Commander Kahkay's office, just off the command deck of Eastwood Station, where he and Meow Meow are being briefed by Logistics Officer Lieutenant Miranerva.
And that includes a parade, 6 prayer ceremonies, and a musical tribute.
Jesus, Louises, why all this trouble?
It does seem completely unnecessary.
My people are insistent on celebrating you, since you are their blessed one.
I love being celebrated, that's Taz, but does it need to be this much? A 3-day celebration for the whole planet?
I am surprised you would complain about such honorifics.
I mean, the parade sounds great, but prayer ceremonies? That's gonna be so boring. And do I really have to be there the whole time?
Her Most High's secretary was most insistent, sir, that the ASS has ordered me to clear your schedule for the entire length of the ceremony.
You're going to let Tokaladie and Neu and the others come, right?
There was no such order for them.
Well, I'm ordering it. If I have to do this, I'm not doing it alone. Besides, my officers love me. They wouldn't want to miss my holiday.
I would prefer to skip it, sir.
What? Why? You're always kissing my ass, Milton.
If you were being celebrated by the ASS, I'd happily attend, but surreptitious ceremonies are notoriously phony and superstitious.
How could the ceremony be both phony and superstitious? It's either sincere or it's not.
You have not had much interaction with my people, Lieutenant Miranerva.
All right, Miranerva. What else do I need to know?
Much, sir. The Surreptish have sent a whole list of things you must do during the ceremony, rituals to be participated in, words to be spoken. It's quite involved.
Can't you just, do all that for me?
Definitely not, sir. You're the center of this whole event. It has to be you.
Fine. Send the packet to my computer and I'll look it over.
Very good.
Do not do that, Lieutenant Miranerva. You are going to need to go over every piece of this step by step with the commander. Probably many times.
I said I'd give it a read, Mickers.
Yes, but we both know that you will not.
Commander Kahkay, is this true?
Fine. Mafia's right. I won't actually read it on my own.
I will clear my schedule at once. We have a lot of work to do.
I will leave you alone to begin then.
Oh, no, Murd Boy. If I'm doing this, so are you.
But it's not my ceremony.
I don't care. Take notes, because I'm not gonna.
Meanwhile, a few decks below, Commander Tokaladie has a meal with a mysterious visitor from the Echo Dimension, Jay.
Really? You're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not. Disco is totally back on my Earth.
How? It went out so long ago. I mean, I love it, but I can't seem to get anyone else around here interested.
Well, I like it. So does a lot of people. In fact, I just got my nephew to start
Commander
listening
Tokaladie, may I have a word?
Commander Luna? Sure. Jay, do you mind?
Not at all. I'll be right here.
What seems to be the trouble, Commander?
What do you think you're doing?
Excuse me.
In case you've forgotten, that man is from the Echo Dimension. You know, the one that wants to invade and kill us?
Jay isn't like that.
Sure, he doesn't seem like that, but how are we supposed to know? We know nothing about him.
You've debriefed him. I'm sure if he was a danger, you would have found out by now.
I'm not a professional mental health clinician. I'm a scientist. What makes you think I'd be good at reading people?
Point taken, but you've evaluated him, haven't you?
As much as I can. We're still decrypting most of the data we got back from the Echo Dimension, and I don't yet have a file for Jay Herring, if that is his real name, which we have no way to verify. And yeah, I've had him checked out by doctors, mentally and physically, but we don't know what he might be hiding.
Luna, I understand your hesitation, but I've seen nothing to indicate we should be afraid of Jay. He seems harmless enough. We've confined him to the station, and he hasn't tried to leave or communicate with anyone the entire time.
That we know of. We don't know what devices they may have.
How can you be so suspicious? If he had a secret communicator, we'd have noticed it in one of the many scans we subjected him to. He seems like just a nice man.
Look, Commander, you haven't been over there, so I get why you fall back into the ASS default assumption that everyone is peaceful if you give them a chance. Those people aren't. They're brutal. They're evil. They would do things that you can't even imagine.
That can't be true of everyone. I mean, most people just go about their lives being neither good nor evil. Surely the residents of the other dimension aren't so monochromatic.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just the leadership, those with power, that are corrupt. But the population goes along with it. I didn't see any sign of rebellion. What I know about that place is the sheer amount of death there is. The OSS is capable of genocide. What else are they capable of?
Jay wasn't involved in that.
So he says.
Yes, and I believe him.
Tokaladie, even if you're right, even if not everyone is as bad as I say they are, do you honestly buy his story? That an innocent human man with no agenda just happened to wander into a far-off region of space near a decimated planet and just happened to stumble into the wormhole?
Well, maybe there's some other
It's far-fetched. And I'm not saying far-fetched things can't be true, but they usually aren't.
Usually being the operative word.
I don't want to see him play and manipulate one of our officers. Who knows what he could get his hands on if given the chance?
Are you accusing me of being disloyal?
Of course not. I
know what you mean, Commander Luna. I'll have you know I didn't rise to this rank by being anything less than an exemplary officer.
I'm sure that's true. But
Don't butt me. I'm the XO of this station, and I deserve the benefit of the doubt. I know what I'm doing. If Jay does have a hidden agenda, he won't be able to use me to accomplish it.
Good. Just be careful.
Always.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just an officer sticking her nose where it doesn't belong.
In the hospital on the station, a man lies in a bed, unconscious for more than a week. Ensign Neu sits vigil over him.
Dr. Who, he is stirring.
What?
I believe Colm is waking up. Should I call the chief medical officer of the station?
No. Who has this?
What? Huh? Where am I? Where's Marlowe?
Colm, I am glad you are awake. I was very concerned.
Stand back, Neu.
Who? Neu? What are you doing here? Why don't you look any older than the last I saw you?
Why would I, an artificial life form, look older?
Where bloody am I?
Foley, rest. You are on Eastwood Station.
Eastwood?
It is a space station near the planet Seraptidia.
That doesn't make any sense.
It is the truth.
It cannot be.
Calm down.
No, I will not. This is a dream. This is just a bad dream.
This is not a dream. What's wrong with him, Doctor Who?
Who does not know?
Don't talk about me like I'm not right here.
I apologize.
Neu was worried. We all were.
No. This isn't real.
It is.
No, lass, it isn't. I haven't seen you in decades.
Decades? We spoke only 2 weeks ago.
Let me scan.
Why do you need to scan? Look at me. I'm old.
You are not.
Of course I am. How?
Colm, who is Marlowe?
She's my wife.
You do not have a wife. Not since Fitzy passed away.
Fitzy? That was so long ago.
It was last year.
Scans are normal.
I'm not crazy. But how am I young again? And how did I get here?
Not young again. Same age you were last week.
Colm, do you remember visiting Doctor Who on Frist?
Of course. And then I was on another planet, and Who was gone, and
You froze and collapsed. Who could not wake you? So who brought you here?
No, Who?
Colm, you are all right. You are home.
Home? I've never lived on a space station.
Correct, but this is the station where Tokaladie and Meow Meow and I and others live. We are your home.
I don't understand.
I know you did not want to move here, but given what has transpired, this is where you belong. At least for now.
That's why Who brought you.
No, this isn't my home. My home it's back.
Back?
What year is it?
It is 2428.
But that cannot be. That's when I left. I'm telling you. I don't know why my skin isn't wrinkled. Why my back aches less than it has in years. But I lived a whole life.
What are you talking about?
I was on a planet populated by a species I'd never seen before. And I built a life there.
No, you did not.
Yes, I damn well did, Who. I remember it.
No time has passed. When could that have happened?
What is wrong with him, Who?
Who does not know? Appears fine.
I'm not fine. How can I be fine? Decades. I lived there decades.
We should call Kahkay.
Who? Do not mention him. You know how Colm feels.
Kahkay's here. You're all here. Then...
Tokaladie will want to see you.
I don't want to see anyone.
You don't have to see Kahkay if you don't want to.
It's not him. I want to be alone. Can I be alone? Please.
Yes.
But, Doctor Who...
Let's go, Neu.
In the Echo Dimension, Admiral Jamieson travels with Ensign Teak, looking for a way to get to his ex-wife, Janice, before she invades their home dimension.
I think we can park it behind that asteroid, Teak. We should be safe enough to shut down for the night.
Yes, Jamieson, Admiral. Jamieson, Admiral?
Yes, Teak?
Ask a personal question, may I?
Go ahead, Ensign.
Why no pictures are there of your son in file his?
Excuse me?
Pardons many, Jamieson, Admiral. Teak is curiousy to the max, and reading your file I was. But no pictures of Jake there were.
Why do you need to know what Jake looked like?
No, I need not, but wonder I do. Normal it is not for all pictures to be removed from a file.
No, it's not normal, but it was better this way.
Sir, how better?
Teak.
Sorry, if line crossed, offend did not mean.
I understand that, Ensign Teak. It's just... I haven't talked about Jake in such a long time.
Why you are here, is it not?
How did you know?
Sense makes. If Teak son lose and son exist where else, find him Teak would.
Yes. Jake is why I became interested in the Echo Dimension. But I shouldn't have reopened that wound.
Bleeding, are you?
It's an expression, Teak. It means I should have left well enough alone. Now, we're about to be invaded by my ex-wife, who has an entire army.
Your fault was not, Jamieson, Admiral.
If I hadn't brought Janice here, she couldn't be planning to attack.
True, but attack others would. OSS evil is. Janice may be charged in, but would others same do?
We don't know that.
We do know not that.
Oh, all right. I concede the point. We still have to stop them.
Agree, Teak does. Will help, Jake?
The Jake here is not my son.
Talked to him, you have?
No, but I saw him. He had a family. My Jake never had a family. This side's Jake wasn't in the OSS. He didn't serve like my son.
Disappointed, are you?
No. He has the right to his own life. And as bad as this dimension can be, he seemed happy. I don't want to mess that up.
Will not we?
We don't know what we're going to do, Teak.
Talk, you might. Help Janice approach, may he.
No, we're not involving Jake.
Helpful may he be.
Maybe. But that's a line I'm not willing to cross.
Even if universe save it does?
We'll cross that bridge if we come to it. But I hope not.
Hurts you, it does?
I can't describe losing a child to someone who hasn't. You wouldn't understand. But it never goes away.
Reason Janice invades wants to.
Yes. She was never good at working out her feelings.
Understatement, that is.
Very much so.
Luna to Jamieson.
Go ahead, Luna.
I'm just calling for our daily check-in, Admiral.
Not much to report here. Talk to Teak. I'm turning in.
Turning what into?
Actually, Admiral, I do have some news you're going to want to hear, of a personal nature.
What is it?
Commander Foley has woken up.
Is he all right?
Doctor Who reports nothing wrong with him, sir, though she won't let the station's chief medical officer examine him.
Probably for the best. I'm glad to hear Foley's okay.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
What do you mean?
Physically, he's fine, but he insists he's been gone for decades.
Decades? How?
Who says Foley never left her sight, so I don't know.
Ooh, strange to the max, that is.
Yes, quite the mystery.
Keep me informed, Luna. Anything else?
Teak can handle the rest. Sleep well, sir.
You too, Luna. You too.
Back in the hospital on Eastwood Station.
What do we do, Commander Kahkay?
I don't know.
Can't do anything.
Who, did I tell you how good it is to have you back?
Not back, just here for Foley.
I believe Commander Kahkay was engaging in sarcasm.
Oh, you think?
Yes, I do.
Well, we have to do something.
Why are you even here, Luna? You don't know Colm.
What if what happened to him had something to do with the Echo Dimension?
It did not.
But how do you know? Anything strange should be investigated at this point.
Dr. Who is likely right. Commander Foley was nowhere near the wormhole, nor was he in contact with anyone from the Echo Dimension. The chances of the two connected are very slim.
Still, we don't know.
We know.
I sense tension between the two of you, Commanders Tokaladie and Luna.
It's nothing new.
Yeah, she just doesn't like me casting aspersions on her boyfriend.
Wait, you have a boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend.
Do not argue now. We are here for Foley.
Well, we can be here for Foley and hear about Tokaladie's love life.
I don't have a love life.
It could be coincidence that Jay shows up just before Foley does, but I don't want to rule anything out.
Rule out stupidity.
But what can we do for Colm?
I don't know.
Nothing can do. Just be here for him.
Doctor Who, is there any way Foley's story might be true?
Who cannot see how, but Foley does not lie, and Foley is not crazy.
Then he's telling the truth.
Well, how do you know, Commander Kahkay?
I just do, Luna. I just do.
But if he's telling the truth, then...
Yes, he's going to need you all now more than ever. This takes priority, people. Ignore Miranerva if she tells you anything otherwise.
He needs you, too, Commander.
I don't think so, New.
He needs us all.
I'll be in my office. Let me know if anything changes.
But, Commander Kahkay...
Ensign, no. We are all here for Colm Foley. But Commander Kahkay will have to be here for him in a different way.
What way?
However he can be.
Yes.
Captain's diary. It feels good to have Foley and Who here. Whatever happened to Foley? I'm just glad to have the gang back together. Oh, addendum. Tokaladie and Jay sitting in the tree. Kiss.
Sir, could you please record your diary in your office?
ING, that's it.
What happened to Foley? Can we trust Jay? Will Jamieson stop his ex-wife from invading our dimension? And, most importantly, what will a Kahkay holiday be like? Come back next time to find out in another Universe Journey.
It's all been done. Radio Hour number 262, Universe Journey number 58, Family Ties, was written by Jerome, Wetzel, and directed by Nick Arganbright. It starred Nick as Kahkay, Katie Boissoneault as Michelle Tokaladie, Shane Stefanchik as Meow Meow, Seamus Talty as Colm Foley, Kristin Green as Neu and Ens, Keith Jackson as Admiral Jamieson, Chase McCants as Grappa and Jay, Ashley Collins as Bobbi Luna, and Karen Perta as Miranerva. This podcast was edited by Chris Allen, who also narrates It's All Been Done Radio Hour, except this month when we had a special guest narrator, Ryan Yohe. Our technical director is Shane Stefanchik. Our music director is Kristin Green. Our Foley artist is Seamus Talty. Our script editor is Keith Jackson. Theme songs are composed by Nathan Haley. Please check out our website. It's allbeendoneradiohour.com. Have a great week.
We don't know that.
We do know not that.
All right. I can see the point.
That quite makes sense, but...
And most importantly, what will a Kahkay holiday be like? Come back next time to find out in another Universe Journey.
Holiday?
They call me Holiday.
Oh no.
I'll be your Cockle Bear. It's All Been Done presents.
Who's got the time?